It was cold down here when I first came down from the air conditioning, so I turned on the heat. Can you believe that? In this weather? Okay. So just coming into your version of easy pose, whether it's just cross-legged or half lotus or full lotus, whatever you want to do. And reach up tall in your spine. Just breathe a couple of breaths to settle in. All right. So tomorrow is the new moon, and we have class Wednesday, which is the best time to set your intention, start new programs, implement new ideas or programs for yourself. So today's a good day to start thinking about what changes you do want to create in your life. So I just mentioned that to give you a heads up and see what you want to change, improve, or however you see that with the new moon. So for now, just close your eyes and let go of the day. With Monday, sometimes things can get challenging. But let your shoulders drop away, softening. And be sure to open your crown chakra, just like a flower facing upwards. And allow the light, can be golden light or white light, allow that to funnel in through your crown, streaming in from the cosmos, from the central sun and the solar sun. Let it stream, filling your body, and then allow it to stream right down through your body into the earth as far as you can imagine that light going into the earth. Bringing light and healing energy that the earth can use. She's capable of taking care of herself. We're just offering support and love from our perspective. And then if there is healing that she needs, she can use that. So let it stream in, filling up your whole body, all your cells being lit, stimulated, and energized. A calm, sustaining energy. It doesn't have to be chaotic or overly burdensome. So that shaft of light flows down through you and into the earth, making us kind of like a lightning rod. And then draw that energy back up. You can leave some for Earth Mother to utilize, and then bring some of her energy up with that stream of light so that you're grounded. Bring it up through your pranic tube, which is in the center of your body, and shoot it out the top of your head to join with the cosmic forces, and then bring it back down and let it settle right in your heart center, your sternum area. So you're grounded and stabilized in your energy. Now focus your attention on your breath. Notice how it feels, what kind of pace, the rhythm, pattern. Notice your nervous system, your emotions. With all of this around covering our faces and all of the world events sometimes that can have an impact on your emotions. So just see if you feel anything around that, if anything comes up for you. The different signs, air, fire, earth, and water respond differently. So how is that for you in your body and your mind, emotions? And lastly, but not least, your physical body. What sensations do you notice around your muscles and joints? Just make some micro moves to check in and see. And as we approach our asanas and moves, just send some gratitude into your body for the work that it does for you. Sometimes, if we are holding emotion, sometimes there's a need for that, a temporary hold. We can thank our bodies for working with us. It has its own intelligence. All right. So we'll attune to breath, just a little different. So just take your left arm up next to your ear, slide it up as you breathe in, and exhale over to the side. And then come back up to center. Release your arm and right arm. Breathe as you lift. Exhale it over, up to center, and down. Now you can do this either of two ways. You can breathe it up and over, exhale, and then you can add an inhale here and lower your arm. Or you can just breathe naturally there, but breathe up, exhale over to the side. And each time you go to the side, just feel that stretch along your side. Breathe it up. Exhale over. Pull away from your hip. Back to center. Inhale if you like. Exhale down. Breathe. Exhale over. Up and down. A couple more rounds. So breathe. Exhale over. Inhale. And down. Breathe. Exhale. Up. Exhale down. Once more each side. Last time around. Back to center. Exhale down. So from there, we're going to go into our side stretches and hold. So we'll start with your left arm. Breathe it up and over. You can bring your forearm on your right arm down onto the floor if you want, but rotate shoulders forward and just stretch long. You can also look up under your arm. Now take your arm around, loosening your shoulder and letting any burden or heaviness in your shoulder, any over responsibility drop away, melt away as you move through the joint. And we'll reverse. And come from the side and just hold in your stretch for a couple of breaths. Reach. Relax in that left hip and then push the floor away. Inhale, lift to center. Exhale down. All right. So let's switch our feet this time. We've been in this position for a bit. We'll get a little balance with changing up the side. So then reach up. Exhale over. If you wish, you can come down onto your forearm, if that works, or your palm. Reach and hold the stretch. So the way to increase it is to stretch your arm out as you inhale And exhale into the side bend, relaxing more. Reach, inhale. Exhale, relax. And we'll start our circles with our arms, loosening. As big a circle as you can make, and reverse. And come into your stretch for a hold once again. And then press up. Now keep your arm up overhead. Bring your left arm over to your right knee and open for your twist, bringing that arm down behind you. Look over your shoulder, just breathing at your edge. Remember to lift and become aware of your crown chakra once again and that light streaming down. Think of a waterfall. It's light, but think of liquid light coming down and like your spinal column, all those discs, all those bones, the water streaming down inside your spine, like that waterfall over the rocks. Bathing your spinal column, your vertebra. All right. And hold on to that left knee and breathe your arm back up overhead. And come around. We're going to switch our feet once again for a twist on the other side. So this time, lift your left arm up and reach for your left knee with your right hand. Reach up, breathe. Come into your twist and bring your arm down behind you. And again, see that liquid light flowing in like a river and then coming in like a waterfall, bathing all your discs and vertebra in your spine, cleansing and releasing. And we'll return now. So press down in your hips and breathe your left arm up next to your ear. And just come around to the center. All right, a stretch forward, palms just sliding along the mat. Hinge forward in your hips so you have a straight spine, a freshly bathed spine, coming down and loosening in your hips and low back. And then just walk your hands in or slide them in as you come back up. So let your legs out, shake out your knees, and windshield wiper, and circle around in your feet. So we're going to work with our legs on the floor for a few minutes. So you'll want your strap nearby, just so it's within reach. Okay, so lengthen through your heels, flexing your feet in staff pose or dandasana. And then point your toes and flex and point and flex. Toes, give them a good squeeze, stretch them out, let the air circulate through all those toes. Squeeze and stretch. Okay, so what we're going to do, if you would, is bend both knees and reach for the outsides of your feet. And just slide your left heel out. If you can straighten your knee, fine. Just go as far as your body is able and is comfortable. You don't want to tear anything because we're still warming up. And then bring that leg in, take in a breath. Exhale your right leg out and bring it in. Your left leg, bring it in. Stretch it out. Bring it in. Now, holding on to both feet, just walk your heels out. If they don't slide on your mat, if it's sticky, they may not, but just stretch out both legs and holding on. Now, if you need your strap for this, you can use it, or you can hold on to your feet or your ankles, but lengthen in your spinal column, flex your feet, feel that lengthening in the back of your legs, your calf muscles, the backs of your knees and your hamstrings. So reach through your crown. So that's going to tilt your hips forward a little bit. You'll hinge in your hips a little bit. Take in a breath. Exhale, soften your elbows, and just bring your chest a little closer to your legs, your sternum. So you still have a straight back. And just go to where you can. And then come back up and just slide your hands along. Okay, so now we're going to do that to the side. Okay, so move everything out of the way. So just bend your left knee, reach to the inside of your foot this time. You can use the outside. I'm used to it on the inside, but whatever works for you. And just take that leg out to the side. Slide it out and bring it back in. We'll repeat and then we'll go to the other leg. Okay. Slide it out. Try to get it as far back as you can at this point and bring it back in. Slide it out and bring it back in. Now this time we'll slide it out. Keep the knee straight as much as you can. Bring your other arm, turn your chest forward, bring your other arm up and come down towards that leg. Okay? Just hold for a few breaths. Try to open your body to the front. You can press against that leg with your arm or your shoulder. And then press down on the floor with your left hand. Lift your right arm up. Bend that knee and bring it forward. And just pause for a moment. Get comfortable in your clothes if you need to. And feel the sensations in each leg. See what you notice. Do you notice a difference on the stretched leg or the hip? Okay, so now if you would bend your right knee, hold on to your foot, take it out to the side and stretch it out. See how that feels. Bring it back in. Stretch on the exhale and bring it back in. So inhale in, exhale out. You might feel a stretch on the opposite side too, where your waist and your hip are. Bring that in, take it out, hold. Now align your shoulders facing forward. You can turn your hand if you want to, whatever works for you. And breathe your left arm up, reach, and come down over your leg. If you can reach your foot, fine. If not, that's okay. Just a stretch. You'll probably feel in the side, the hip, the waist, the iliacus, the inside of your hip bone. And press down with your right arm, lift your left arm up and over. So we're going to play a little bit more. So we want to take one leg. So lift your left leg and take it out to the side. See if you can stretch it out. Press through your heel. And then switch to the other side. Take it out. Move with your breath. So inhale. Exhale, left leg out. Reach wherever you can. Stay tall in your spine. And then other side, inhale. Exhale, leg out. All right, now the pièce de résistance. Lean back on your tailbone. Get your balance. See if you can lift your feet. Now you can do this one of two ways. You can take one leg out at a time and then the other leg, or you can just open both legs at the same time. Press into your hands, lift in your spine, reach through your heels, and stretch. Good job. Don't fall backwards. Let your feet come in. Rest for a moment. Come into butterfly. That'll be a good one here to loosen up a little more in the hips. Good butterfly beats, wing beats. Okay, so lifting in your spine, draw your knees down, down to the floor. Breathe. Doesn't that feel good? Opening in your thighs and your hip joints. Okay, so holding on to your feet, your ankles, your heels, whatever works for you. Lean back on your tailbone, lift your feet, and you can take one leg out and then the other one, or you can take them both out at the same time. But come back into your V-sit. Straighten your knees if you can. Nice stretch, open, and then let it come in. All right, so from here we're going into some ab work, okay? So just come down on your mat. You'll probably want to turn sideways. Stretch your, well, let's start on your right side. Stretch your arm out. You're going to use that for a pillow. Your left hand will be on the floor in front of your body. Stack your feet. Come into a straight line. So just look down. It's as though you're standing. So when you look down, you'll see your feet, okay? But use your left hand for leverage, for support. And then we're just going to lift both legs up and let them down. So take in a nice breath and exhale. Lift both legs up. Good job. And down. Breathe. Exhale. Or see if you like it better inhaling your legs up. See what works for you. Try to stay in your straight line. One more lift. See if you can hold for 2 breaths. And let it down. Good job. Now, this might be a good spot for us to add a knee down twist. So bring that right arm forward, bend your left knee, and open your shoulders. Just bring your shoulders down. Open your left arm out to the side, shoulders on the floor, and into your knee down twist. Remember your head turns opposite the bent knee. Ah. Now you can have your knee so that it's coming up towards your right arm, or you can place that left foot on top of your knee or wrap your foot around that right knee. All right, so just bring your left arm forward and we're just going to roll up. Use your hands to press the floor away and swing your legs to the other side. And we'll work with this. Moving out, using your left arm for pillow, right arm for stabilizing in front. Flex and stack both feet. Take in your breath. Exhale and lift your legs up off the floor. Lower down. And inhale, lift. And down. Breathe. Exhale, lift. This gets more of your low abdomen. And another lift. See if you can hold for 2 breaths. And lower down. Okay, so we'll move into our twist from here. Bring your left arm forward. Just kind of pull through. Bend your right knee. And bring your shoulders down on the floor. Open both arms out to the side and turn your head opposite the bent knee. An awesome twist, knee down, twist. Now, we were working with our low abdomen, so just lower down, come down onto your back here and stretch out your legs. And bring your palms into prayer hands, into Anjali Mudra, thumbs touching your heart. Take in your breath. Exhale. Press your low back down into the earth. Lift your head and lift just your upper body. And then lower back down. You get that all right? Take in your breath. Exhale. Roll up just your upper body. And down. One more. Hold. If your neck starts to feel a little strained, just reach your hand back, one hand back, and support your head. Now reach both arms forward. Bring your fingertips up towards your feet. Lift up in a gentle sit up, and we'll stretch forward in forward bend or Paschimottanasana, hinging forward in your hips and relax down over your legs. And then come back up into sitting. Okay. So let's come into a puppy stretch here. Opening the shoulders. And then pull back onto the toes, onto the balls of your feet, and a few rocks to loosen your ankles and stretch them, stimulate your toes. I always tell my students, I used to go see my mom in the nursing home, and there were so many people there that couldn't even move their toes because they'd gotten so calcified. So keep moving your toes. You need them for balance and walking. And for also what we're going to be doing tonight with our B asana. So just set your knees down. We'll come up for a stretch in the arms. Bring your arms around back, interlace fingers, and stretch your arms away. Lift your chin if you like. Arch your back if you like. Opening the front of the body. And then come back to center. Okay. And sliding your hands forward for our downward facing dog. All right, and soften your knees and just come down sitting on your heels. Or if you like, you can separate your feet and sit in between your heels. That's optional. You get a nice thigh stretch that way. But I want to bring your attention to the bees. The bees seem to be threatened now, and it's really helpful. I have 2 students that became beekeepers um, while they were starting yoga, and now it's been 3 years that they've been keeping the bees. So we want to do our bee breath. There are a couple forms of bee breath. This one is just to make the sound of the buzz sound that the bees make. So it's bzzz. Now, as you do that buzz, bring your teeth just touching, just slightly, and that will vibrate them, and that helps to open your crown chakra, stimulate your pineal and pituitary glands, and so forth. So, starting with a deep breath. Another breath. And one more deep breath. Okay, so just get comfortable for a moment. I want to read something for you. This is Utthita Hasta Padasana with Brahmara Mudra. So I'll show you Utthita Hasta Padasana. But Brahmari Devi is the goddess of the bees. And the pose that we're getting ready to do calls upon her strength and power. So for the mudra part of this, we'll be starting with the left hand, and we'll do the same hand. You bend in your index finger so that the fingernail comes inside the thumb, and then connect your middle finger, your long finger, with your thumb. So it's like the mudra for intuition, but you have your index finger bent in. Okay. So stretching out the ring and little fingers, and this is your bee mudra. So the high vibration of a bee, its sounds and its effects on our environment mean that this hand gesture is associated with the crown chakra and higher realms. So for the asana, this is the one we were kind of playing with it before we turned on the recording. So come up into standing. Just kind of get loosened up and used to being away from the earth because we've been on the floor all this time. So let's start with just lifting our heels. Just lift and press the heel forward. So just as a reminder for those that might be new watching this, you want your ankle over the first 2 toes. So you don't want to sickle your foot out to the side. You want to bring it in so that it's straight. Okay, so it's lifted. That will strengthen your ankles. Okay. And then just bend your knees and straighten, bend and straighten. And then just breathe your arms up overhead. Okay. On your next exhale, shift the weight over onto your right foot and bend your left knee. Lift it up. Reach tall. Lift that knee. Now open it out to the side. All right. Get your balance. And then straighten that knee. We're not going to go too high right now. We're just getting our bearings. And bring everything back in. Taking a breath. Bring arms overhead. Shift the weight to your left foot and lift your right knee up and open out to the side. And then just straighten that leg out. Just reach and bring it in and bring your palms in. So that gives you an idea of where we're headed. So if you need your strap, what we're going to do is now we'll all do the same hand and same leg. So we're going to start our mudra in the left hand. So bend in your index finger and touch your thumb and long finger together. Spread out, open up the ring finger and the pinky. That's your mudra. And that arm is going to be overhead like this. I don't know if that shows on the screen there. That might show better. Okay. And then if you need your strap, well, I'll show you without the strap first. Take in your breath. Shift the weight to your left foot. Focus on a spot. Bring the right foot up. You want to reach for your foot or ankle or use your strap. But you want to bring that leg up and straighten it out and hold. So takes a little practice. Keep breathing. Don't stop your breath. And take it out and hold, straighten the knee and hold as long as you can. Yeah, good one. Good one. All right. Give it another try and then we'll switch to the other leg. So as we get more relaxed with it, we can reach and we can lift it up and hold and then release down. Release the mudra and we'll come into a standing twist just to let it all go. No worries. This is yoga practice. It's not yoga perfection, okay? And come back to the other side. So from here, just taking a nice deep breath, bring palms in, exhale, and just lower down, come forward. Pause for a moment in forward bend. Soften your knees and come back up, bringing palms together. All right. Now bringing your right arm overhead into mudra. So bring the fingernail of the index finger to the base of your thumb, and then thumb tip and tip of your long finger are together. Arm is just reaching up overhead, taking a breath. Focus on your spot and shift the weight to your right leg. Bend your left knee and just work towards bringing that leg up. If you need your strap, go ahead and use your strap to pull your foot up and straighten that leg up. Keep your arm overhead, reach, straighten the knee, and lower down. Good job. Yes. Oh, you look great. Jean, that was awesome. Danielle, yeah. All right. Okay, so just coming down onto your mat, sitting on your heels or in easy pose, either way. I just want to read you the prayer for Brahmari Mudra. in Utthita Hasta Padasana. That's the name of that pose in Sanskrit. They also call it something like a big toe hold. Brahmara Devi, may I hear your sweet, subtle sounds reverberating upon my crown chakra and clear my mind. May I open my crown chakra and connect with the highest where I can remember creation and channel creativity. So that is where inspiration comes in through the crown chakra, and then we express it through us. All right. So beautiful job. Good job. So it's time for your Shavasana. Just coming down onto your back. Now, if you like to hold a mudra during your Shavasana, you're welcome to do that. If you want to do the B mudra, the Brahmari Devi mudra, just bring your index finger in. You're just curling that finger in and then joining your thumb and long finger, extending the other fingers out. So you can do that until you want to relax your hands in your Shavasana. But palms are facing up. Let your body become heavy with relaxation, softening all your joints, letting go, and allowing the forces of the highest to come in through your crown, bringing inspiration and, of course, divine love. Relax your jaw and your tongue.
I think part of the reason we love the B sound so much is it sounds like the Om, the engine of the universe. So just bring your mind back, your attention back into the physical dimension, remembering the highest and best, creation and creativity. Just bringing in some moves to your fingers, squeeze and open your toes, and slide your feet together. Lift your knees, draw them in, and roll to one side and press up into sitting. Now, this is optional which choice you make, but you can either do 3 B breaths or 3 ohms. So start with your deep breath. Om. Another. Om. Breathe. Last one. Om. Bring your palms over your heart. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. May you have it. May you live it. May you spread it all around. Namaste, everybody. Thank you for being here.